For my primary audience research, I made a questionnaire and I handed it out to my focus group for my film. And I got them to fill it out. There's quite a few questions. The first one was, what do you look for in a psychological thriller? And the feedback I got was that it needs an interesting twist, lots of tension, and they want to be kept puzzled throughout the whole trailer, and a well-developed main character, which I think I've got in my film, and I think the plot's quite confusing, and hopefully it'll get them thinking about it. The second question was, what would entice you to watch a film? And came back, quite a lot of people said a trailer that leaves you wondering what will happen next. The storyline, good reviews, and I'm going to be putting some reviews on my actual poster from different newspapers, so that'll probably entice them to watch it. The next question was, what do they think of my plot for the film? And a lot of them like the twist, which goes back to what they look for in a psychological thriller. A lot of them said that they want an interesting twist, and that's what I have in my plot. And they want it to be interesting and exciting. Well, they think it's interesting and exciting, and they think it's a well thought through storyline. And then one person, which was my mum, said that isn't it a bit the same as Black Swan? And yeah, I suppose it is, but it's not going to be the same. I mean, there's a lot of films that have the same storyline, but they're different in like loads of different ways, and mine doesn't involve dance as well, so it'll probably have a wider audience. Then the next one was which of the film posters they liked best, and there was the Inception film poster, Black Swan, and Shutter Island, and they all said Black Swan mainly, and they said this because they like the contrast, because of like the black and white, and how the eyes stand out with the makeup, and how the woman on the front of it looks quite disturbed and confused. They said, and a man said that the Shutter Island looks more interesting to his taste, and I don't want it to just be for men. And then the Shutter Island says they said they looked quite scary and stuff. The next question was, what do you think of the colours, costume and props? And supposedly the colours are, it's too feminine kind of thing for men, so I need to make sure I don't make mine look too feminine. Then I did, what do you notice first about the film posters? And I've got 3 film posters, one Shutter Island, one Black Swan, one Inception again. And I said, what do you look for in film posters? And they said that they noticed first is the eyes, and I think that's especially on Black Swan because it's a central position and it's very close up. The first thing we notice is large titles, so I need to make sure that my title stands out and that they know that it's a film magazine. And for the image to be central, so I should probably think of doing that. They picked Black Swan again for the best film magazine, and one of the main reasons that people said was the title written over a face, because it's quite confusing, like the film. That's what I like about it too. And the Inception one's got quite a lot to it, whereas the Shutter Island one looks quite plain compared to the other two. Then I said how much would they pay for a film magazine, and the prices kind of range from £2 to £4, but I think it was mainly a lower price of £2, which I'd probably expect to pay for a magazine as well. And then the last question was, what do you like to see in a film trailer? What catches your attention about the trailer? What is it about certain trailers that makes you want to go and see the film? And the feedback I got was they like to find out the plot, but they don't want to know the ending. Like some films do, you just automatically know what's going to happen because of it's such a typical kind of film. But they want a good pick of bits from the film. Obviously, I'd have to do that anyway because otherwise people aren't going to want to watch it. And then they want to know who the actors are in the film, the main ones, which should be displayed on every trailer. And that's mainly feedback I got from my target audience.